But they've got to be very low here.
So we're here at the Fawcett Foundation because Ahmad has come to collect his new leg from Alan Crumlin, who's just arrived from Australia. Now Dhani had an operation. Making funny faces.
He's saying
Okay, you can actually, you're starting to be able to actually see that he's smiling now. So Alan's going to measure the leg. It's all very technical.
Yes.
So this is what you made from the cast, yeah?
Yeah. Harris.
Okay.
He's got a
We've just cut the socket down because it was a bit high in his groin. So Linda's just polishing it up, and then we'll fit it on him, set the length, set the alignment, and hopefully get him walking on it. We'll see how it goes.
So it's not just a case of making a leg and popping it on and away they go.
No.
It's a bit more detailed than that.
I wish life was that simple. No, you have to give weight bearing areas, put pressure in certain parts and relieve other parts where there's bones. So it's shaped to each individual, yeah.
And this leg is actually quite special because it actually articulates, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, this is quite a good top of the range knee that he's got. And they're made in Germany, German engineering, so it should last them a good long time, yeah.
Okay. And servicing, are there any sort of user servicing?
It doesn't. It won't need servicing. They're like a really good car. They just keep going.
Okay, excellent. So Alan's just fitting the leg. We made a few minor adjustments to the socket.
we're going to tighten this, make it smaller when we take it back as well.
Yeah, make it a little bit chill, make it a little bit quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna have it now. You're gonna take it away.
I would have had to have taken it back anyway. Can you ask him how it feels for length?
If I give him a cup panjang? Yeah.
Is it too long?
Totally panjang, totally chill.
It should feel the same.
It's too short. Yeah. If he can stand up straight.
Stand up, Derry.
No, he's saying it's too short because he can bend that leg, but that's normal.
Yeah, it would be extra.
Yeah.
If anything, I would say.
We have to wear this belt all the time, or?
Possibly not. I'm going to start him with it, but he might not need it once it's tighter.
Okay. It's a blum to cook wet.
The first few tentative steps. Hey, sekali ya. Like he's not, because it's only a prototype with the and it's just held with the screws. It's not actually fixed in place permanently. He can't put his full weight on, otherwise the danger he might break it. So, hopefully it's going to hold up. He's using the crutches now, but you can actually see this thing actually bends at the knee when he's walking. It's awesome. Alan's busy looking to see how the thing's positioning itself as it beds in, to see if he needs to make any adjustments.
See, that leg has to be moved around a fraction.
Right.
That's what he's working out.
A few minor adjustments.
Right.
Yeah. And actually he can, if he wants to, he can have a plastic cover for that. Like
Just sit down with the leg on.
Come and sit here. Just come and sit there. Moment. At the moment in time.
Yeah, really.
So Alan's just adjusted the knee because as it was bending and coming back straight, it was flicking up and it was feeling as though the leg was flying out. So he's adjusted that, and it looks like it's still moving, but it's a lot softer and more natural.
Just biasa, yeah.
Oh, this is the instructions for servicing them.
Skincare. It's important. The natural oils of the skin actually protect the skin from friction. So it's important while he cleans his leg, he doesn't overclean it, so it remains a nice, moist, healthy skin. And that's really what we're telling him. And also that there's no creases in the sock, because any creases in the sock will rub and form a sore, and then it becomes impossible for him to use the leg and to walk on it until that's healed. So
how long?
Just gradually increase, and as long as the stump is fine, he can increase. But as soon as he gets a little bit red, he has to.
What happened before he made his
So
he has to toughen the.
Just tambah lagi sedikit pakai mungkin 1 jam. What, for 1 hour first day?
A couple of hours the first day, and then build it up.
Try again.
Yeah.
Still again.
You're not going to get it off then.
It wouldn't last very long.
Well, he's walking without the assistance of any crutches. Hey, back.
He does look as
A few minor adjustments.
You managed to go. Yeah, he says it's better now.
We should have a look at his leg. See what's happening.
Has it gone? Did you get sacket?
We're going to take a look inside just to see how the stump's holding up.
Add a sacket. Did
Painful here. Pinching.
There.
What I'll do with this one, I'll tighten it up round the top part, but I'll leave that bit as it is. Because at the moment he's got 2 socks on, he'll only need 1 the next time, and that's it. But I'm afraid we need to keep it off him for a little
I
while.
know you can't have it now. That's it now. You've got to give it back.
next time.
I'll be as quick as I can.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you relatively happy with the way it's...
Yeah, the socket's a little bit big, but we can tighten that up, and he's walking brilliantly for a first time. That's astonishing.
Determination, I guess.
Yeah, but not everybody could do that. He's done really, really well. So I'm pleased with that, yeah.
So today's the 28th, Saturday 28th of February 2009, and approximately 3-4 weeks ago, Dhani had his second operation to release the muscles around his mouth, little incisions here and here and here and here, from an Australian surgeon. And as you can see now, Dhani's able to smile and move his mouth quite normally. Yeah? Begitu ya? Senyum? 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 Tidak senyum. Serious? So before, Dhani couldn't move his mouth. His mouth was fixed in one position, and now it's much more. Still got the skin's very hard, very tight around here still, and we'll need more work later on. But probably for a year or so from now, his mouth will be able to expand and grow as his rest of his body grows. So how do you feel, Dhani? Bagi mana perasaan? Bagus? Tidak sakit sini? Is it hurt here? Tidak sakit?
Bicara lagi.
Tidak.
Yang keras.
Tidak. No, it doesn't hurt. So happy, yeah? Bahagia, yeah? Bahagia. Bagus. So yeah, we're very pleased with the results. We've been tickling Dhani today, and he's been laughing, and he's been entertaining us all morning, turning his eyelids inside out, which has been quite revolting. But it's great to see him behaving as a normal little boy would behave. Because before the first few times we saw him, he was definitely down in the dumps. He was not a happy chappy. 3 or 4 weeks ago, he was here with Ahmad. Ahmad was having his fitting for his new leg, and the surgeon took one look at Dhani, who wasn't even part of the equation at the time. He was here with his dad. He took one look at Dhani and said, "He's the first patient in the morning. I can help him immediately relieve the tension around his mouth." So that's what happened. So this is like a supplementary treatment. It was not expected, and it was fairly reasonably priced, and it's made quite a big difference to little Dhani. Before he was drawn, his face was drawn, and now look, Senyum? Senyum?
Senyum banget.
It's like another little kid. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. So he's actually much happier. We every time this happens, we put him through something that we find heartrending to see him suffering after the operation. But actually, every time there's an increase in the quality of his life, which has been quite it's quite remarkable, quite heartwarming for us.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is every operation, the smile comes stronger.
Yeah,
and stronger.
the smile comes more easily. That's the thing. You know, when we first met him, he couldn't smile.
Yeah, and then the first operation, it looked like a grimace.
Yeah, exactly. It looked like he was yes, suffering while he smiled. But now it's kind of natural. It's much more, isn't it, Dhani? Say yes. Bilang yes. Yes. Bagus ya?
Yang keras.
Ya, lebih bahagia ya. Ya. Lebih murah senyum ya. Lebih gampang senyum ya. Yeah, easier to smile. That's what we want, isn't it? And then as things progress, we'll need to put him through quite a few more operations because as his body grows, the skin on his arms here, on his face, is tight. The skin's tight. It feels as it looks. It feels plasticky. It feels like PVC actually. That's the kind of texture it is, like a PVC tablecloth. So as his body grows, his limbs are not going to expand with them. So we're going to need to do more operations.
Well, his limbs will expand, but the skin won't.
Well, exactly. The body will grow, but he won't. So naturally, so we're going to have to, unfortunately, put him through some more operations. Right? Yeah. But then hopefully he'll be a fully functional adult, which is our intention. Okay, so it's great to see Dhani today because it's the first opportunity we've had to see what he looks like after his operation. But the main reason for the visit today is because Ahmed's been having his prosthetic leg fitted. So Alan and Linda Crumlin have come from Perth in Australia with a new prosthetic leg, which is very high tech, titanium and steel. It's got a bendable knee joint, and they've been fitting the cup for Ahmed's stump to fit in, and teaching me how to put on the stump sock and how to fit the prosthetic. At the moment, it was basically a sizing operation. So we would, Alan and Linda were checking the sizing of the leg and whether it felt comfortable to walk. And now we've done that, the leg will go back to Australia, and Alan will finish it and make it stronger. So it means that Ahmed will be able to have a reasonable facsimile of normal behaviour, normal walking behaviour, be able to ride a motorbike, be able to walk up and down stairs, and to basically go about and do his business. And Ahmed is very keen to get back to work. So bagaimana perasaan? How do you feel? Bagaimana sekarang sama kaki baru?
Saya bahagia sekali karena perasaan saya bahagia sekali karena dapat kaki yang baru dan
he's very pleased, very happy to have a new leg.
Bahagia sekali, tidak bisa mengungkapkan secara kata-kata karena bisa jalan lagi. Terima kasih.
He can't say how much he appreciates it, and he says thank you very much.
Iya, terima kasih sama yang
orang kasih uang,
yang ngasih uang, yang bisa
yang
biayain orang-orang yang bantu saya dan sekeluarga dan Dhani. Terima kasih untuk semuanya. Saya tidak bisa membalas apa-apa. Mungkin Tuhan aja yang bisa membalas budi mereka semua.
So he's extremely happy, and he heartfelt thanks to the people that have helped him and the donors who've helped him to get this far. So what's happened is that Ahmed has sold his house in order to buy a house with a little shop on the front. And Ahmed is once his leg is functioning again, he's walking normally. He's extremely keen to return to work to be able to provide for his family, because at the moment the quality of life, the standard of living has dropped to a very low level, quite frankly. So ingin kembali kerja ya?
Ya, saya ingin sekali kembali kerja dan bisa mendapatkan hasil untuk menyekolahkan anak-anak saya mungkin untuk masa depan mereka.
Yeah, so he's really keen to be able to support his family and to help Dhani.
Tapi karena kendala belum punya apa-apa ya, belum punya modal ya.
Yeah, so things are still not easy for the family, and Ahmad's hoping that when the leg is fitted and he's walking normally, then life will get more satisfying and easier for the whole family, and they'll be able to concentrate on continuing Dhani's treatment and maintaining a good standard of living and a good place, a good solution for Dhani's current problems. So Dhani's story will carry on for probably another 14, 15, 16 years. Mark, Maria and myself are extremely grateful to all the donors and to the Rotary clubs around the world who have been helping, and to individuals who have been giving us money. We're extremely grateful to be able to be in the position that we can actually help this family. It's very moving for us personally to see how the story is progressing. It's bringing tears to my eyes. I mean, to see Ahmed today fitting his new leg and this joy radiating from him, that he'll be able to regain some semblance of normal life. And it's the same with Dhani, because we look at Dhani, and we first came across him. He was very miserable. He was a very unhappy little boy, as I saw from the photographs, with the big tear rolling down his face, and he was not in a position to interact with other children even, because he couldn't make the normal facial expressions that the non-verbal communication that it's just taken for granted by us all. So it's very, very moving to be able to see Dhani developing, to see his face loosening up, to be able to see him smile and laugh and giggle. You tickle him now, he giggles and he takes part. He's more engaged in what's going on around him. And so the three of us would just like to really, really thank everybody who's made a donation, and keep them coming. It's going to be a long haul. Thank you.
I'd like to say a very big thank you for all the people that have donated for Dhani and for Ahmed to enable their transition to where we are today. I've been fortunate enough to actually see the change from when I first met them, when Ahmed had really very little self-confidence and Dhani was not very happy either, actually. And to now and to today, where we've just had a glorious event of Ahmed having his leg tried for the first time, and he's incredibly happy. Dhani also has changed amazingly over the period of his 2 operations and the releasing of the skin around his mouth. He attends school daily now. He's happy. And here he is with his paper aeroplane. And yeah, I don't really want to say anymore. Just thank you very much. And I've been very fortunate to see it all happen, and I hope we can take it further.
Hi, Mark Savage here. You've just heard from Nick and Maria how grateful we and both Ahmed and Dhani are for the help that we've provided them. We can't take all the credit for this. There's been a lot of people who have helped us, such as the Fawcett Foundation, in particular John Fawcett, who was instrumental in introducing us to some top-class surgeons who have helped Dhani a couple of times so far. As Nick and Maria were saying, this is big progress that we made, especially getting Ahmed the leg. Alan Crumlin has been an absolute superstar in providing a world-class leg with the bionic joint, so he can actually walk relatively normally again. It's going to be a bit of practice to get used to it, but once he gets that back in a couple of weeks, once Alan's made the adjustments, that's going to really change his life. So that's a huge step forward, because he'll actually be able to start providing for his family again on a full-time basis. The other thing is Dhani. I've really noticed a difference since last year. When we first met him, his skin was so tight he couldn't even smile. The first couple of operations he had loosened up some of the skin, and he was able to produce a grimace, and now after this latest operation to release the lip, it's actually turning into a smile, and it really is a wonderful thing to see. to be part of, and realise that you've been partly instrumental for making it happen and changing someone's life. In the long term, yes, we're going to need a lot more money to provide for operations, and so this is only the start. A lot of the donors have written to me asking, some demanding to know what's going on. Please try and understand that this is a long process. The doctors that come and do the operations are giving up their free time, and so we have to go. We have to do these things at their pace, not at our pace. If we do it at our pace, yeah, we can book into hospitals anywhere in the world, but we'll pay those prices. And what we're doing is we're trying to rely on pro bono work over a longer period. So please be patient. We are making it happen. Your money is being spent wisely. Rotary is actually banking the money, and the money is being documented through the club. So everything is fully transparent. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your effort for sending the money, and we'll keep you updated as and when things happen. Thank you very much.